Hey, it's time for another TBR video, and I'm really excited about this one because I told you last month that this month I wanted to do a TBR prompt jar, or in this case mug video, because I love them. I just think they're so fun and just unpredictable. And usually I have everything planned. I know what I'm gonna read or what I want to read, and I do have books in mind, but hopefully I can fit them into the prompts. If not, then I don't know. For now, there's no plan, there's no rhyme or reason for this video. Let's just get started. I don't even have a book number in mind, but I'd like to keep it 13 and under. But also there's a lot of Christmas books that I want to read this month for a Christmas book video vlog that I intend to post by mid-month. That way I can recommend or deter you from some books. So I'm going to try and fit them in here, but we'll see. Let's get started. Let's just go right into it. Here's the cup. There are all the prompts. So we do have a lot since we've never used the cup. Here's the first one. So you can see most of my books behind me. I know you can't see them all, but keep a lookout so we can choose. The first prompt says, a book set somewhere you've always wanted to visit. Somewhere I've always wanted to visit. Honestly, I'm a homebody, so I don't want to go anywhere other than maybe Greece and Japan. But I don't think I have any books set in Japan or Greece. Ugh, I do have some Greek ones, but dang. Greece, Japan, somewhere cool. You know what? I've always also wanted to go to like one of those like small towns where it's like kind of Gilmore Girl vibes, because currently I'm watching Gilmore Girls again, and Stars Hollow just looks so like magical. And I know it's not magical, but like the fact that everybody knows everybody, and I did grow up in something similar, but it was definitely more city. It was not a town. It was definitely bigger than that. But you know, just like where you can walk everywhere, something like that. So I'm thinking we can pull like a small town romance for this, because it encompasses the vibes, because I don't think I own any books that revolve around Japanese, and I'm not just keeping this TBR to books that I own. I'll pull from Libby and stuff, but I can't think of any. So let's look for a small town romance. So I pulled this one, Christmas at Fireside Cabins by Jenny Hell, because it definitely looks like it's going to be small town romance. It says, Pinewood Hills, tucked in the snow-topped Tennessee mountains, doesn't offer the small town welcome she'd been expecting. There it is, small town. It's in the blurb. So yeah, I don't know what this is about. Obviously it is a Christmas small town romance, and that's all we know for now. But like I said, I will include it in that reading vlog. I need to start reading these books because I have like 7 Christmas books, but I'll probably only read 5 for that one. But yeah, this is going to be the first book for this TBR. So let's see what our next prompt is. Here we go. You get to see the cup first. Is it just one? I think so. Okay, let's see what this says. A popular author's first book. Oh, a debut. A debut. Oh my goodness. I need to look this up if this is this person's debut, because I have one in mind, but I don't know if it's her debut though, or if she's written other books. Let me look it up before we choose it. According to the internet, this is her debut novel, so Powerless by Lauren Roberts. I've been wanting to read this for a while now, and I never get to it, but everybody seems to love it. It seems to be really good. It's a romantasy, which is exactly what I'm in the mood for, so yeah, I'm excited about this. This is about, we follow, what's her name? Peyton. In this world, we follow Peyton, and she is an ordinary, which means that she does not have any magical abilities. And in this world, there's people that do have magical abilities called the elites, and then people that don't are called the ordinaries. And the ordinary are kind of just cast out. They can't live in the kingdom with the magical people. And she's faking being an elite so that she can live here. But all the elites are kind of thrown into this like tournament to show off your powers and stuff. And I'm guessing it's got like Hunger Games vibes. I'm not sure because I haven't read it. But how is someone that has no powers going to survive amongst all these very powerful people? We'll find out because hopefully I'll read this in December. So that fulfills that prompt, I'm pretty sure. I'd say so because I feel like she's pretty friggin' popular. Everybody's reading that book right now or has already read it. Here we go. The next prompt is a book about something scientific. Ooh. All I can think of is Ali Hazelwood's STEM books. So that's going to be like our first choice. But let's see. You know what? This, I think, qualifies. So I'm not going to go the obvious route with Ali Hazelwood. I'm going to go with Thunderhead by Neal Shusterman. This is book 2 in the Scythe trilogy. I read Scythe years ago, and I read a lot of Thunderhead years ago, and I DNF'd it because I don't remember why. This was like years ago, like definitely over 5 years ago. But I remember Scythe. I really liked it, like a lot. I feel like you need to read Scythe if you haven't. It's like a dystopian book. And the reason that I'm saying it's scientific related is it's not directly scientific, but it kind of is. Because in this world, in Scythe, it is a utopian, but really dystopian world where people don't die anymore. There's this thing called the Thunderhead that is like super advanced AI, essentially, that just thinks for itself. Now it's just like it is controlling everything, and the humans trust it 100%, and it seems to be even benevolent and not trying to take over the world or anything. But because of this super AI type Thunderhead, everything has been cured. So there is no more dying, essentially, because there's no disease, there's no hunger, there's no nothing. The Thunderhead takes care of everything, and you live a long life. And the only thing is, the earth can only sustain so many people, or else if people keep being born and never dying, we would have a problem. So there are scythes. It's like this organization of people that get chosen to essentially kill off people. And they can do it however they want. Some people have their own methods. Some people have their codes or rules they follow. Some of these scythes just kill because it's fun to them. So it is a little political, but it is, there is science in there, in the fact that like there's people that are called, I don't remember what they're called, but they essentially like to splat. So what that means is they'll go to like a super tall building and then just throw themselves off because they like the thrill of jumping off, and then they splat and die essentially. But it doesn't matter because they get brought back to life because this world has fixed everything. And so yeah, that is how our main character gets involved with this. She gets recruited to be a scythe, and there's a whole lot to it, but it's really good. At least book 1 was really good, and I want to finish the trilogy, so let's read book 2, Thunderhead. Okay, so next prompt is, I feel like I need to fit in all these Christmas books that I want to read, and I have not done that great. Well, 1 of 3, not bad. The next prompt reads, you look at it first. Oh, there's like whiteout and everything. A book with a map. Oh my goodness. Any fantasy book. Let me just pull a fantasy book. I kind of already know what I'm going to choose for this because there's just no other way around it. I'm currently reading it. Iron Flame by Rebecca Yarros. It has a map. I'm sure everybody knows, but here's the map just as proof that I'm not just making it up. I'm currently reading this. I am like 40% into the book so far, and I am liking it. I, at this point, do think that I liked Fourth Wing better, but I'm 40% in, so who knows? But I do like it. I do like what's happening. I do find her, Violet, a little annoying with, the whole not taking Xaden back thing, but I get it. And I mean, not much bothers me, especially because I really liked Fourth Wing. But we'll see. I know I've tried to avoid all spoilers, but the one thing that I have not been able to avoid is that something devastating happens at the end, and I'm pretty sure I know what's gonna happen just based on what everybody's been talking about, which sucks, but we still have 3 more to go in this series. So Iron Flame is a book with a map. Let's see, what's our next prompt? How many books have we done? 4. Not bad, 4. Here's the prompt. Every time I film, I have our floor to ceiling windows open, and I always I'm so ADD. Like every time someone passes or something, I'm like, have to look. A book set in summer. This is like the opposite of my Christmas books. What is going on, TBR Cup? It is working against me. A book set in summer. This is hard because I haven't read the books. So how the heck am I supposed to know other than looking at the cover? The only books I can think of is those Emily Henry books. People We Meet on Vacation, Happy Place, Beach Read. Dang, I'm giving in, guys, because I can't think of any other book. Beach Read by Emily Henry is my pick. I chose this one over People We Meet on Vacation because this seems to be more popular, and then I've read Happy Place, gave it 5 stars, loved it. So if you're looking for a book that takes place in the summer, although does that take place in the summer? I'm not sure now, but this one I think does, right? It seems like it does. August will spend the summer writing something happy. There we go. That's the validation we need. So a book set in summer, Beach Read by Emily Henry. Okay, we're doing good and not so good, but let's just keep going because at the end I can just tack on all those Christmas books because I'm intending to read a book a day. So that's 5 days. I'll have plenty of time to get through all these, she said. A mystery or a thriller? Ugh. I just read mysteries. No, I just read thrillers. I read The Housemaid and The Housemaid's Secret. A mystery or a thriller? So I literally was looking at my shelves and I typed what genre is Piranesi, and it says mysteries. So we're gonna trust Google and go with Piranesi by Susanna Clarke as a mystery book to read for the month of December. I don't know much about this book, and apparently you should not know much about it because that's how you get the most out of it. I just know it's weird and trippy, and I'm here for it. So I'm a little nervous about this, but everybody seems to love this. It's won awards. I think it'll be good, hopefully. I'm already a little nervous because those are already it's already a lot, and I still have to read all those Christmas books. So let's hope we get a prompt. We can pull some of those Christmas books in. I'm also currently reading Legendary by Stephanie Garber, so I'm gonna finish that too. I'm listening to the audiobook because I don't own it physically. A book you started but never finished. Dang. I could have used Thunderhead for that prompt. No. Book I started but never finished. Damn. Ugh, I was kind of dreading this. I didn't want this to be the one, but I can't think of anything else. Because when I start a book, I typically finish it or I DNF it and have no intention to read it because I didn't enjoy it. So I have a couple that I've started and not finished, but I'm gonna choose this one because I really don't have many that I started and didn't finish. Yeah, I pretty much either always finish my books or I DNF them. But this one I started and I didn't finish, and I was just kind of let it slide. But The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V. Schwab, it was part of my TBR last month, and even I think in October, and I never finished it. I have listened to some of it on audiobook, but it's not a lot. I don't know how much. I'm not to part 2 yet. So I've read less than 80 pages at least of this book. But let's try and power through and finish it. It really just hasn't caught my attention, like held my attention that well. The beginning is not doing it for me, but I do realize that I'm just very much not into the book. Like 80 pages is nothing. So I'm gonna power through because my brother actually really liked that book. So I'm gonna power through for this video. The next one is a horror. No, this is not Christmas. I have a couple in mind. I could choose like A Dowry of Blood by S.T. Gibson. I could choose maybe like Bunny by Mona Awad. I could choose House of Hollow by Crystal Sutherland. I think those are all horror related. Again, it's kind of hard to know because I haven't read them. But I think we're gonna go with Bunny by Mona Awad because I've had this book for a really long time and haven't read it. And it's fairly short, so it should help me because I already have some kind of long books. Bunny by Mona Awad. I know absolutely nothing about this. I'm pretty sure it's dark academia. And hopefully it's an emphasis on the dark so that it constitutes horror. But I feel like I've heard that this is got horror elements. So yeah, I've heard this is weird and trippy and polarizing. Some people love this book and some people think it's just too weird. We'll see how I fare with this. It makes me a little nervous, but that was the whole point of these prompts, is to kind of take me out of my comfort zone, and yeah, we'll make the best of it, I guess. So the next prompt is a book about, wait, what? A book about book lovers. Oh no. A book about book lovers. A book about book lovers. I mean, what better book than Book Lovers, right? But do I want to read another Emily Henry book? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow. Wow. You're watching me go through it. Jeez, what other book is about book lovers? I mean, I know there's so many, and yet I cannot think of a single one right now. Oh my God. I can't think of anything. Oh my goodness. We're just gonna have to do it. Book Lovers by Emily Henry. I mean, it's in the title, so I don't know what this is about, but yeah, one summer, two rivals, a plot twist they didn't see coming. Another romance. For someone who doesn't read romance, I'm sure getting a lot of romance. So I did want to get into romance, so this is good. But we now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 books with some thick ones in there. Do we dare to keep going? Because I still have all those romance books. Let's do one more because I love to torture myself. Let's see. Oh, please be something I can fit in here. A book with a purple cover. Ooh. Do any of my Christmas books have purple covers? Of course they don't. Because why would they? Do I even own books with purple covers? There actually was a few with purple covers, which surprised me, but a lot of them were romances, and we already are gonna be romanced out because those 5 Christmas books, all romances. So in order to be a little different, I chose Threads That Bind by Kika Hadzapoulou. I'm sorry, Kika. I don't know how to say your last name. But this is my Fairy Loot copy of Threads Unbind. And this is kind of a reimagining of the Three Fates. So the main character of this book, Ayo. Ayo is one of three sisters, and she's also a detective, I believe. I don't quite remember. Yeah, she's like a private investigator. And I guess it's gonna be kind of a mystery, which the irony in that, but I'm not sure. This is YA. It was my YA box, so I haven't really heard much about this. I heard one person talk about this and he really liked it. Other than that, I haven't heard much. So let's give it a go, and see what it is about. It doesn't seem like it's too long, but it doesn't look short. Ooh, the font's pretty big. I can do it. It's 340 pages and the font's pretty big. I can do it. Do we dare to keep going? Like, is this even realistic at this point? I am really gonna have to like put in the work and like read. So let's see. A book you can finish in a day. That sounds good. That sounds like the prompt we should have got at the beginning. And we can choose one of these little romance books because I can finish any of these in a day. Yeah, I can finish this in a day. It's less than 300 pages with pretty big font. So, 'Tis the Season for Revenge by Morgan Elizabeth. Is that her last name? Elizabeth? Yeah, a cute, well, I don't know. But it seems like a Christmas story with some revenge in there. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. And it's going to be a part of that vlog along with all those other books. So I think we'll stop here because I think that I'm not going to include this one. I will read it probably, but on my own, not in the video. So I guess I probably am going to include it. So those are the 15 books plus a few select other ones that I intend to read, namely Legendary and A Demon's Guide to Wooing a Witch. Can she do it? I'm not feeling too confident, but we'll see. As always, if you enjoyed today's video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you very soon with another one. I have a lot of reading to do, but I'll see you soon. Bye.